Hello guys, we are going into another game here. We are going to see Choke again, but this time it's Choke Gaming v Rasta.A, and we will be jumping into the draft very shortly here. So, we are going to go straight into it now, no way around. Apologies for the break there. We've also got, what have we got after this quest? We've got some elimination games, I believe, we're casting before the end of the day.
Yeah, we got at least one elimination. We're not quite sure who it is yet.
Your microphone volume's tweaked again. But yeah, so we're not sure who the elimination games are yet, but we'll be looking into that after this game. Apologies about the microphone, but here we go. Yeah, let's have a look at this draft. So, Leshrac and Storm Spirit banned out from Choke, and Rasta.A have banned the Zombie Man and the Queen of Pain. So, looking at what Rasta.A picked, Lion and Naga. The potential for a game to go on quite long thanks to the Naga Siren. Obviously, you can have that sort of position for Naga which just farms and gets enough items that they become a big problem later into the game. So looking at what Choke have gone for, they have taken that Tusk and the Zeus. Worked well for them last game, well, the Zeus anyway, and we will see that Tusk getting through the first banning phase so they can take it out.
Yeah, Zeus did incredibly burst damage he brought out, and could work quite well with Tusk if he does manage to make a decent gank, but they managed to get away on a very slight amount of health.
Well, we are going to be seeing if this game can be... The last game was 58 minutes, I don't know, it's quite long, the Spectre game.
The Spectre game was very long, yeah.
Oh no, that was the game before last, wasn't it? Sorry, it all goes into one big UK Dota blur after a while. But yes, so this game has had the potential to be, it's quite one of the more close ones, matchups we've done today. There was one of the, on the other games we didn't cast, Two Mangoes Please versus King Dave stack. They had a hour-long game as well. Apparently it was very close. Two Mangoes Please were able to take the victory there, which is interesting as well. So, looking at this next ban out, Bloodseeker hasn't made it through again. It's a core which can fight so early, you get that thirst going through, and you can do so much. Also, you can like gather for the fight, go for push, and just use that blood right. Because it's so large, it's so useful for the zoning. And as the bans, Rasta.A ban out the Silencer, and they're going into their next ban now.
Silencer could be a little bit of a respect one. Nepali did play him incredibly well in the last match, but also it just makes sense to get rid of him if you want to bring anyone that has a very decent ability.
Yeah, it would force like the Naga to have to deal with that the global silence and the silence. Obviously, it forces your hand in the itemization. If you can't get your spells off, you can't get the song. So, let's see what they now take out. So they went through the first stage pretty quickly. They knew what they wanted to get out, but obviously when it comes to these sort of bans, Tusk and Zeus picked up. It's probably going to be the position for Tusk, obviously, because you normally don't do anything that different with it. Zeus for your mid lane for BW, although you can run that sort of support Zeus, you wouldn't want to do that with a combo with the Tusk. So it gives the options for lots of heroes still. You've got Gyro still in the pool, actually, if they wanted to go down that route. Disruptor was picked up by Rasta.A, and there's Winter Wyvern, your other support, which can deliver so much in a team fight. You've also got the Winter's Curse against the Naga Siren. You've got the ability to just be able to keep people alive like a mad one.
It's interesting that the Gyro still kept in. Rasta gone ahead and banned out the Bounty Hunter again. This is the second bounty we've seen banned out against Choke. I don't know if it's anything that they like to run, or if it's just Bounty's a good hero.
You know, with Bounty Hunter, it's a bit of an issue when you think about, like, okay, if they're going into a lineup where they're going to have the potential to get lots of kills, like with the Zeus, the Tusk, will we want to really throw them extra gold, throw them the potential to keep us locked down? And obviously it makes more pressure on you as well when you think about your how you're playing the game and how you're farming the map. So Puck being the next pick for Rasta.A. Actually, this is the first Puck of the day. I was going to say we saw Puck earlier, but that's just a lie. Yeah, Puck It varies with how much impact they have in a fight, and we are going to see Wind Ranger again, assumably for dupes. So dupes and BW playing the same heroes they played earlier versus... Who were they playing?
This is a test now.
It was Under Control, that was it. Under Control. See, we can remember some stuff. But yeah, so we talk more about lockdown, because single target, when you think about, okay, if the game goes on longer, if Wind Runner gets a shackle onto Naga Siren, and then focus fire with like a Daedalus, talk about some items she might have later on, like throwing whatever else for damage, and that'll be enough time to kill the Naga Siren during that duration, which is important because she's hard to lock down. But obviously, Puck, potential to catch the shackle out there, but Winter's Curse is going to be the real thing. So you just immediately come along, drop that curse onto like anyone who's causing hassle in your fights, and they will ban out the Skyrath. Obviously, the single target silence, very useful against the Puck and co. And Choke thinking about what they're going to take for their offlane now, so they will be banning out the Clockwork to not allow Rasta to get that. Would be very nice as well when you think about a Zeus getting caught, even a Winter Wyvern. Forces the 4-staff sound, they have to buy the 4-staff as soon as possible.
They don't have any hugely tanky heroes either. They've got a little bit of escape and a little bit of tankability with the Wind Run on Wind Ranger. But apart from that, they could get burst down very quick if they do get caught out.
True. Very true indeed. So 3 seconds for this until they go into reserve time. Only 7 seconds left of this, and they go for the Centaur. Solid offlane. Oh! Yeah, well, we talked about the potential for this game to go on with Naga Siren, and then you've got on the other side the potential for Techies to hold it out as well. No, but Techies is a ridiculously good hero at the moment. Ever since the activation time on the mines and stuff reduced, it's annoying to play against. So let's see how well Rasta.A deal with it. Because it's a case of how much do you play against Techies as well. Obviously, you know how to deal with it, and you do have the Naga Siren illusion. So I'm interested to see, obviously, the landmines and the fact that you get a gem onto Naga later on. She could send these mirrors out just to clear out mines, clear out remotes as well. Just, okay, we know this is safe, we know this is safe, and just make sure they have the gem fairly early. Well, it doesn't matter how early it is if the pressure's not applied to them.
You did talk about the Tusk Techies combo earlier on as well. So they could be bringing out the Snowball into bombs, into suicide, whatever they need.
Yeah, it's a very, very frustrating thing to play against because it's just, it's like guaranteed death. Guaranteed death. But let's go through the teams. So on the, that's a TP cancelled by the Lion. Anyway, let's go through Rasta.A. So on the Puck, we will see Monster taking that Puck. We have DM on the Centaur with the one and only Jackie Dota playing the Naga Siren, and Tacton playing Disruptor with Rook on the Lion.
And on the side of Choke, we got Dupes once again playing that Wind Ranger. Did very well on that in the last game. Big Willie, 197 inches, playing the Zeus. Day's going to be playing the Tusk. Winter Wyvern's being picked up by Zaki Dota. And Techie's going to be played by Nepali Jesus.
So we will see the Nepali Jesus Techies, and he's been spotted, so they're like, okay, there's the potential for them to get some mines out. Hasn't actually skilled landmines yet, so he hasn't really applied anything. Well, okay, so they have got the potential though, because there we go, Suicide Squad's been taken out, so this is the snowball straight into the Suicide. I thought he was coming out, because they did TP down to the lane, I believe. Actually, no, they didn't TP, it was the Lion who cancelled the TP, beg your pardon. So they are just ready to get that first part with the Suicide Snowball combo. And this is going to be an issue here. They are going to just brawl it out on the top lane. Zeus just continue to shock him down. Jackie able to back out. Has taken a fair amount of damage. Hasn't got a star on him either, so there's quite a bit. But now, that's a lot of damage onto the Wind Ranger. Has got a salve as well, though. Orb will fly through. Dodged by Dupes. Will still go forward. Now, Dupes needs to be careful with these auto attacks. Has got the salve, which will keep him alive. Has to waste his salve, though, effectively. But this could be more. Eats one tree. Continues to go around the side. Has got the orb available now. Dupes in trouble. Trying to get around. Got to eat his way through the tree lines. Has got 2 tigers left, but too late. Monster gives him the run around and gets the kill. So that's your first blood.
Unfortunate as well, a couple seconds longer and they would have been able to get the neutral deny.
Yeah, true. Like, you think about him rotating around it at the correct point, but now, Winter Wyvern flying around, wants to get that Arctic Burn, so slow on the movement speed there, he's not able to get out of in time. Monster's taking a fair bit of harass, dupes, gets the power shot through. It's not that much damage considering level 1, but it's something onto him at least. And they will now back up. So Techies is... Oh, actually, I was about to say it hasn't gone for a Suicide Squad. Yep, there it is. Snowballs in, Suicides gets the kill. And obviously it wasn't the first one, but still, he's a kill, he's alive, he's ready to go again.
And Choke, they did pick up Techies in the final of Epic 14. In the very first game, they did Techies Magnus.
Oh yes, I actually forgot all about that. Good memory. Yeah, the Techies Magnus. It didn't work out for the... Actually, no, it did, didn't it? No, that was
they lost that one.
Yeah, that was one of the games they lost. But yeah, Techies is really very frustrated to play against. Monster's taking a lot of damage here. Can he stay alive? There is a power shot available. Unfortunately, he doesn't go for it and does hit him. But he goes to 3 HP there, actually. Dupes gets it off. And I believe that hit a creep beforehand, so that would have reduced damage. And it may not have been the fully charged. So Jackie, just with the mirror, just sends them out to the lane, tries to just farm what they can. They are the level 1s, and he is just going to be using his bottle, topping up that, grabs the invis, and heads back. And we are going to see a pause. Well, okay, they've got some lag. So Zaki Dota is logarithmic, as we were talking about. That's just interesting. Zaki Dota. I guess it works. It's called Zach, but
He is declaring it as a tribute in the chat.
Oh right. Oh, I see. Isn't that nice? Right. So currently 2-1. The first blood was a little bit shonky. It was a bit all over the place. You kind of didn't know. I don't know. It was like he had to run away, was going around the tree line, had to come back in, and it's just, yeah, it's weird. Nope, we will insta-force. So a little bit of BM coming from both sides there. They are just talking about, you know, asking for respect, but no respect will ever be given, apparently. Lion gets the start off, grabs the bounty and backs it out. Techies can put some landmines down if he wants to now, but I think he's just going to be saving it and go for the snowball in.
Putting mines here, it's not bad. They will stop the rune grabs down here, but they are doing it underneath an observer ward, so they're probably not going to get a kill.
Oh, Bido continues to just farm up what he can. Obviously, he is against the Snarl. The Snarl's going to be taking a hell of a lot of damage as the more mana comes out, and just see if they can find anything else. Winter Wyvern used the Arctic Burn, turns for Monster. He's just happy to just back away here. Fair amount of harass, but he's got a salve, so he doesn't have to worry about that. Now, they in Nepali down here. The aggressive trio, they did get a kill onto the Lion. Obviously a Centaur, pretty hard to kill. He's got 720 health. Obviously he's got the armor with the extra from the Ring of Protection. Techie's just been seen around this trees, is putting a landmine down. They do know about it, and obviously as long as they know about it, they shouldn't have to worry about forcing themselves to deal with it. It's not in the worst place. Other things the Techies could do, which is worth thinking about, is obviously blocking jungle camps, and just little things like that could really hinder the Naga's game and like the farm that they've got available to them.
Yeah, that would be really useful. They have got the Suicide Squad available in 4, so they may be looking for another kill.
Yeah, just patience, able to weigh it out and go for it then. Looking at the rest of the lanes, obviously this 2-1-2, the puck up here with the Disruptor. Apart from getting the first blood, they haven't achieved that much, but obviously that wasn't really that much about the lane. They are currently farming okay though, so Monster's sitting at 14 last hits. And this is going to be important, so right. And oh, Zaki Dota, logarithmic, able to fly up on the cliff, doing more harass onto Jackie. Jackie did get the bounty rune though, so wasn't able to stop him topping up that bottle. The Suicide is ready.
It wouldn't surprise me if they waited to get level 2.
Yeah, they get the extra tower. Just look at that landmine just being used on the tower as well as the creep. Just focus it down, and it's actually so a very good amount of push as well, because they get into the tower and they just do guaranteed chunks of its health. This tier 1 will be falling before long. 500 health on it already, and yeah, Nepali Jesus just happy to just continue landmine. Rook just sitting in the trees, just waiting, but unfortunately, unless they get rotations, they can't really do anything against it. They're happy to just throw out ice shards. Connects onto DM. Snowball could bring in the party. Actually dodges the stun as well. There's the suicide with the mine. That's what we were talking about. Also gets the tower. A horrible combo to play against. And now Day walks straight into Rook, walks past him. They're just going to fight it up. Can he escape out? Has got ice shards. Where do you think you're going? And he's just locked her into a corner. They are just having an embrace shared. Has got the snowball available as well. We'll try and juke it around Day. Now walks around to the left. And BW's just like, all right, lads, fun's over. My kill.
During all of that, there was a little bit of a scuffle up top. Monster getting out on very little health. Everyone's back to normal now.
Well, Dupe's probably got to get the same as last game where he just goes into the Aghanims, like the Chrysalis, pick up the Blink at that point, and should work out quite nicely for them. So a lot of the early game, you could say, relies on the Tusk techies, but it's currently working out. They've already got the tower, and we're talking like 5 minutes they got the tower. Jackie, he's got to be, well, he should be fairly confident if the game, as long as they don't put the pressure onto him. Downbot, DM, could get hit by the ice shards. 2 seconds till that comes out. And will fly out, will not connect the damage onto it, even though it does lock him in. So he's just waiting and is going to be running off as soon as he can back to the pool. Picking up his Tranquil soon. Nepali is now doing these old techies things where you go around, place mines in these little choke points, and then eventually you'll get a kill later on. It's that, oh, never mind. It's a techies I'm playing against. So, I don't know, man. With the way we're farming, do you want to just see BW go the same sort of playstyle as last game, where he went for that early Veil, get that Veil out, go in for a team fight? I don't know. What do you think, Quest?
It did work very well, although Rasta do have a slightly tankier team overall. They've still got the squishy support to Disruptor and Lion, but Centaur's a little bit tanky, and Naga can get quite strong as well. And you've also got the ability to dodge the abilities coming out on Monster on the puck. So it could be a little bit harder, but if he does land it, it may still pay off for some.
Yeah, this could be damage onto Jackie. He does have his ultimate available as well, but needs to get another bolt. Again, more shocks, no more bottle charges on Jackie, but he's near enough 3/4 health, so he shouldn't have to worry at this stage. BW could try and get another bolt off. Obviously, he can go for the D ward as well, but Miro just being left back, and he's gonna just send them back to farm out middle.
Dupes was able to grab a kill on the puck up top just with a last-minute power shot onto a dodge from the orb, which was quite nice.
Nice. Well, Day and Nepali are just roaming around again. Obviously, Nepali not having boots means he has to kind of just trundle behind him, but as soon as he gets the snowball going, he just pops it in, and it should be a kill, especially if this Disruptor still stands here. There we go. And see you later, Disruptor. Punches him up in the air. Landmines, doesn't even have to suicide for that. Gets the kill and walks away. Like, there's nothing the Disruptor could do if he hasn't already glimpsed one of them by the point they're in, because he's just got to be up in the air, there's the punch, and it just will get the kill. And speaking of kills, BW is rotating towards top, but Monster is just getting around the other side, heading towards the river. No, actually going to be going towards mid now. Slows out onto him. Bolt will connect, because Monster was dodging the attack from Logarithmic. Ultimate used. Logarithmic still just heals, and they will just continue to go back. So Dream Coil is now on cooldown. I can see you just use that as a chance, but now, another kill. Suicide was used that time for the center. Brings him back. Lion has got his Hex ready. No stun for 5 seconds. Day has got ice shards. Could block it behind him as he continues to run, which he will do so. Unfortunately, still goes down.
Meanwhile, up top, Monster on no health gets brought down by the Zeus.
Yeah, power shot there from Dupes just does most of the work, and then BW finishes it off with a shock. So now I'm into the game, 6 kills to 7 at the moment. It's been a fairly equal exchange. Looking at like the XP, it is currently in Choke's favour, as you'd expect. Because obviously, you look at the score, that does take into account the suicides. So Nepali's 3-3-1, but all of them have been suicides. So it's not really an issue. When you think about their kills, they're actually 3-7 against them. But yeah.
Yeah, it's incredibly important, and he's been using the suicide fairly well. You saw where he restrained from using it on the Disruptor down here, which was great because it managed to get the Centaur kill after.
Yeah, it's just being able to you know, do the mass beforehand, know what you need for it, and not just overkill, because if you don't have to die, all the better. And this Tusk is actually level 8. Looking at the overall levels, he's equal at the top levels. Obviously, they did the aggressive duo. Techies has been roaming around a bit, so it would go a bit against him. But he's currently got a Mithril Hammer out of him. Depending on what he wants to go for next, I'm assuming he's got to go for a Desolator or something like that, and that's just going to help him to deliver even more damage. Now, BW, again, still just content to be pushing middle. Jackie just grabs that bounty and heads back towards mid. The only thing is they just want to buy time. Mirage used, they know which the real one is. He will get a splash off, but continues to run. That's going to be the Sentinel, which buys him enough time. Landmine up here. It doesn't go all the way into them. They weren't fully stacked on each other, but there's the Disruptor, which tries to focus down BW, and the splash from Jackie gets it off. That Riptide just finishes him off nicely there. Yeah, so what would you sum that up? I didn't see the Windrunner kill. It was top, though.
I was distracted by watching the Nagasine running towards the mines at that point.
Yeah.
So, very fortunate that they weren't stacked one on top of each other.
That is, you know, people talk about the efficiency things where you like line it up and they're exactly on top of each other, so you trigger one, you trigger them all. But it was extremely close to triggering them all, and it's like, obviously, you could argue that Jackie should have sent an illusion beforehand and should be sending at least one illusion to these side bits to deal with these landmines. Because the landmine, well, they haven't actually got any just landmine kills from walking around yet, like at these choke points. Invis is down bot, and they're just continuing to walk through the woods. If they give that to the Tusk, they could make, no, they would give it to the Techies. Techies will grab that. Pushing down the mid, there could be some landmines. Rotation in again from Jackie, just TPs himself back, takes a bolt. And there's the Snowball, doesn't bring the Techies. Yeah, he does, there we go. Gets another kill. Right, there's apparently some lag going on from Rasta.A, and they're ready to pause a second. And that's the second kill from the Lion. So Lion dies to mines down here, I believe that was. Yeah, down here at this camp. So I assume, oh no, sorry, that was the suicide on Lion, and that was a mine on Naga. Yeah, right, okay. So that was what was going on.
Yeah, it's quite nice foresight being employed by Nepali. He's doing it in places where he knows the Naga's going to go, and it could be that a support goes to stack it, but it's so close to mid, it's unlikely that's going to happen.
Yeah, well, speaking about how the game's gone so far, Centaur's 1k gold in. There's lots of pings up top there. Considered about this kill for Monster. They don't have the Winter's Curse available yet. Winter Wyvern is sitting at 5, but there could be a Shackle from Wind Ranger. However, obviously the Phase Shift is available. As long as he times it right, you shouldn't be worrying too much about it. Look at the net worth. Tusk is currently in the lead, which I guess you kind of expect when you're that many. Well, actually, it's not that many kills. It's just a case of the towers as well. He did sit in the lane with 61 last hits. He is second on the farm, only taken down one by Jackie Dota. So they are going to go for this another tower now. That was a landmine on the side there. Ah, my bad. Monster up top will try and throw out the Dream Core, but will still die here. So it was able to finish that off. The Shackle didn't quite latch, but it didn't matter. Oh, and the mid lane, there's going to be the center. Oh, going through for more. The Snowball will buy him some time. And BW on the back doesn't have his ultimate available. Snowball then comes out. Day tries to get a punch off. It is hexed up by Rook. Now stunned up and finished off. Ice Shards could fly back. Doesn't connect onto DM though. And unfortunately, no ultimate from BW for 50 seconds. And he is just going to make sure they get this tower. Doesn't go for the last hit himself though. But at least they don't get the deny.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Looking at the top tower, they are just going to use that Cold Embrace to tank it. Puck shackled up, finishes the tower there, so no deny. Again, just shifts one of the auto attacks from the Arctic Burn. And there's the Tranquils onto Rook.
Regeneration.
Landmines in like these spots here, very nice for when they rotate around, because Jackie may not be sending mirror images that way unless he was specifically after clearing mines. Obviously he's going to be sending them around his woods later on, trying to farm as much as possible. BW should have that veil coming out very soon. Aghanim's about 800 gold away on the Wind Ranger. And there's the veil on Zeus. Jackie's got 3k on him. Ice Shard's got to connect, has got the song, we'll just use it straight away. And then slither himself to safety. TP's cancelled because there's no need to come in as Jackie's already saved himself. But obviously that's the first level ultimate from Jackie, so it's 170 seconds of opportunity now.
I would say it was worth it though, because
Same
he was
stuff.
already been killed at such an important point when he was so close to his sacred relic. If it happened again, it would have put a really big delay on the time he's farmed.
True, and the other time he got caught, oh, there's the snowball in with the punch and the ice shards. That Desolator just gives him the damage to take him over the edge so he can do the wombo combo and finish people off. So Day is having a nice time at the moment, especially as how much he's got going for him. So Winter Wyvern, happy to just keep Splinter Blasting. Has maxed out the Arctic Burn rather than going for the Splinter Blast in this game. We'll see. Just values that extra maneuverability. Looking at the gold, Centaur's not too far of his blink. When he gets that, that's going to be important. But like I said, they are just trying to make as much time as they can, get Jackie into the stage of the game where you can just get farm up, get slotted, and not worry about anything else. So Nepali has actually got his arcanes now, 541 onto him. Obviously his deaths have mainly been suicide. I can't think if he's had... Yeah, I think they've all been suicides. And they could just get this tier 2 bot, then go for the snowball. It's pretty filthy, and we are going to continue to see the filth spread. But in the meantime, they are going to go for mid. Jackie is sitting at 3.6k gold, and you said about they want to make sure they get his Sacred Relic out on him, and they actually finish this off before he gets caught again. Because if the snowball techies happen, it's... Oh, actually, speaking of that, Day snowballs in, gets the ice shards off. Can he finish him off? No, Stag Storm's there. Winter Wyvern should be able to finish it, though. He needs to focus down Tacton, but he can't get it. We'll get the line instead. That's going to be him finishing now as the Winner's Curse ends. So BW gets another kill as well there. 2 of the supports go down. They lost their tier 2 bot. Nepali's just going up and mining the lane. He does not care. No issues for him in the slightest.
Courier is going to the secret shop now for that Sacred Relic.
Yeah, unfortunately there's no vision out for the Dire, and there's going to be the Centaur. Can he do the dodge? He wants to go for the stun. Unfortunately, is just going to get caught out there as he gets run through by Stampede, slowing him down. Windrunner wants to continue to run, has got the shackle up. Unfortunately, will just die. Puck Orb is the thing to finish it. That's the snowball in, can finish off. DM has got the punch available, doesn't go for that punch. Oh, at least Logarithmic was there to finish him off on the sidelines, but damn, it's a shame that the Day wasn't able to finish it himself. And there's the blink dagger we've been waiting for. Jackie needs to think about running away. Doesn't have a song for 4 seconds, and he will go down. Risky to be that far out, especially with BW with the haste. The bolt doesn't hit onto Monster, but Monster goes to the tree line. Can't do anything, no mana left, and he's just going to die to the Zeus. Could even to his auto attacks. And there it is.
A couple of different misplays in that fight. You had the start of it with Monster being trapped in the trees, and then you had Day, going for that punch a second too late and getting silenced.
Yeah, Techies did just die down bot, so that's gold going the way of Disruptor. Golden XP. Was doing push onto the tower, and that tower's not quite, well, nearly half, so that's worth it. 17 minutes into the game, you're looking at threat in tier 3s. Landmines are pretty ferocious. So BW's kind of sitting himself in the tree lines. Obviously, he's going to be building towards his Aghanims next, and again, we saw how much he could do. Uvail, Ags, just obliterating people. Puck nearly got this blink dagger, but I guess it's not going to be too late, seeing as how like they were the offlane share and some of the farmers. There was issues with the Disruptor and him getting caught, but they were able to kill the Windrunner a few times. Speaking of the Windrunner there, so actually never mind, Snowball's in, gonna have to be backing out, but now Day, you've gone very deep, fingered up, and is finished off. BW goes in to try and save his friend, but will go down as well. No, they will have to just back out. He turns it, gets a kill there, so at least he dies for some reason. Puck finishes off the blink and bring him back. Yeah, that is actually really nice. Winner's Curse keeps him alive. Monster now to think about escaping. Lion gets the stun off. That's a landmine just put there because they thought they were going in further. Unfortunately, that won't be hitting the tower, but BW scored back. Logarithmic able to keep him alive. Nice Winner's Curse used, which kept the Puck, the monster, off his back, and that was just enough time to get BW out of there. Dupes will now be taking that tier 2, and whilst this happens, Jackie is pushing top, trying to get this Radiance. He was very close to it, like twice now. obviously he's got his relic, he's just trying to finish off the recipe, and with this tower he'll be getting that. There's the tower. Jackie will just sing and TP home. So it looks like Day's going to be trying to build towards a Shadow Blade. And there is the gem. So the gem is purchased 18 minutes 40 seconds into the game. If they kill Rook now, it's such a disappointment for them. They should really give it to the Naga, just send those mirror images like I was saying. Obviously, as he's farming, he's going to be spotting out mines and remote mines as well.
Yeah, if this gem goes, it's 9 minutes of bad times for Rasta. And I'd be really concerned for them. They've already lost all but one of their tier 2s. At that point, the map control is going to be in chokes, and techies will be comfortable to put mines just everywhere.
Well, DM and Co will go forward. There's the remotes. They have got a gem, but obviously the gem carrier is not with them at the moment, so maybe you could have gone for the kill there, but, well, I suppose they don't know they've got the gem yet, so you maybe don't want to throw away the mines. Blinks forward, gets the science off. They've used... Oh, can he bait them into the mines? But there's not that many remote there. Shackled, won't latch, but DM takes a bit of damage there. T-Pain, well, Dupes finished off with the focus fire. Yes, he does. Rolled back by the glimpse, and now they got to focus down Dupes as well. He is not quite able to get away. Silence will get the kill, but as this happens, another 2 kills elsewhere. BW kills out the Naga, and this is just fights split all over the map. It's just skirmishes. And Tusk is ready to snowball forward, catches onto Rook, has got punch, ready to go. That's the gem. He picks up the gem. He can shadow amulet away. He can just hide himself. Yeah, that's it. Got to be standing still. They have got a sentry here, though, so that's unfortunate. And he will not go down. Well, he will go down, drops the gem, and that's going to be the swap to get away. And Puck tries to escape, but that's some mines I placed earlier. And at least Tacton escapes with the gem, which is incredibly important, because if he lost the gem 2 minutes after buying it, disaster.
I was slightly surprised that Nepali didn't go for the gem then.
Yeah, like, I think it's a case of he wanted to run at it, but he was trying to plant mines and do damage, as well as obviously you had to think about Monster as well. By running at Monster, it forced him to go to the right, which led him into remotes, which got him a kill. But yeah, I think the gem was pretty high value if they were able to get it. But another important thing, Jackie, who just bought his Radiance, did die elsewhere on the map.
That is big. At least now he's got that to help with the farm, and although they have been able to pick him up 3 times now, 20 minutes in, that's not too bad.
Yeah, looking at XP, we're over 5k XP towards Choke, and gold-wise, we're looking at, well, 7,500, yep, on the nose. And net worths, BW still leading it, then followed that by Jackie, and then Tusk. So Day's having a nice time. Has currently just kept that as a Shadow Amulet and went for a Medallion. Could be thinking about Roshan. As we said, obviously the Aghanim's with the minus armor, they could be looking at it. Currently, vision-wise, Radiant only have sight on the mid, and Diet have got eyes out, so they know where they are. So they feel very safe to just go for this Roshan.
Yeah, I don't blame them. They've also got some mines to protect them, or they have just been blown up by an illusion.
So they will just focus this down, take the Roshan, and give that the weight of, by the looks of it, I'm guessing Dupes. We'll see. Yep, Dupes takes the Aegis. So there's some more pings out, remote mines in the middle. There's going to be a Bloodstone being built by Nepali. Actually, I say that, Octarine as well. Octarine's so much value on the techies. You want to get that out as soon as possible, just because of all your spells cooldowns. But I'm still surprised to see Disrupt is holding on to the gem and it's not been given to Jackie. Like, it just makes so much sense to go with the mirror images, but then even if he's using them to farm, it could be used to counter ward and check that it's safe for mines at the same time. Interesting. What's your thoughts on it, Quest? Oh, one sec. Monster blinks in. Science up. That's going to be with his curse, and that's going to be enough to focus on the kill. Monster dies. And he's ball back, wants to go in for this fight. It's going to be a TP in, and blinks away. So they got the buyback, they're happy with that. Jackie has come back as well, so they are ready for the fight. Has got someone available. Wu Yusong walks out into them. Actually hasn't caught onto anyone. Well, apart from Dave who's getting healed, BW as well. There's some remotes here. They need to just back out for now, though, and they're okay. They're just going to head back there. Not taking the fight. Obviously, remember, Disruptor had the gems. They will see those remotes as they went over them.
That would be extremely upsetting, though, a waste of a song.
Yeah, and that means they're just vulnerable to losing racks. 23 minutes into the game, Nepali's ready to throw landmines down and could go in. That's the dream call. Hits on the day. Finger blows up Techie, so he's actually out of it. was unable to get any more landmines down to do the push. No buyback on him, not that he would want to be doing it at this point anyway. And this is going to be Centaur, blinks forward, gets the stun on 2 with the Disruptor Stag Storm. Nets BW in place, try to focus him down. They get a shackle which hits on the Tacton, and that is still BW's alive, but he can't get the damage off Day. Now incredibly low, will still stay alive. Shadow Amulet able to keep him alive through those tower hits as he just went invisible for that extra second. Ice Shards throwing him out to block it, but unfortunately Lion, low. Jackie, okay, yeah, Jackie did die here, which is pretty important, but they did lose BW as well. So overall, Rasta.A gets more gold, but this tier 3 is not quite falling yet. And Monster did buyback at the start of that fight, so I guess if they killed him, they were looking at a large window of opportunity.
Yeah, that is true. And I'm not concerned too much about the loss of gold. They're 7,500 ahead in net worth and experience, which is nice enough to be ahead by, but it's also not bad enough that the rubber band effect's really going to screw you over if you end up dying.
Yeah. Well, let's see with these next fights, because, like, if they have fights like that and they still kill Naga, it doesn't feel that bad, because they can't farm after it, and they're doing... Okay, there is going to be some lag. Okay, so we are going to just... Wait a minute. And then there's the calling them out for earlier. Oh, God. Well, so we are going to take a moment, as somebody needs to use the bathroom, and there is lag, which is, you know, it's the double use pause. But... Looking at this game so far, 19 to 24, Rasta.A have got a... They've got quite a good chance if they could just keep prolonging the game. It feels like the Naga actually is maxing out his net as well. Not just go for stats. I guess you could argue... Trying to lock down... well, let's see how much it pays off, because he's really squishy at the moment. 1.3k, has picked up that point booster, which does help out. And wants to go through and see if they can try and just get any more items. BW is still building towards his... Actually, no, he has his Aghanims. Now, let's just do an overall item check whilst we wait. So, yeah, Blinks on Monster, Blink on Centaur. As we said, Jackie's picked up that point booster. Disruptor still holds the gem and has a 4-staff. And they are trying to get that Chrysalis ready on Wind Ranger, the dupes. What do you reckon the next big item's going to be? Obviously, Dave's still holding that Shadow Amulet. Could just build it into a Glimmer if he doesn't want to go for a Shadow Blade.
Yeah, Shadow Blade can be quite useful, but they are doing alright without it anyway, so they could just go for the Glimmer for a little bit more survivability. Looking at the Lion, he is very far from his Blink Dagger if he wants to go and pick up one of them. Probably going to be sacrificing that for more wards and more safety, because Choke have got so much control of the map. You really can't risk it.
Yeah, Nepali Jesus has got his Bloodstone, so that means it's going to open himself up quite a bit, mana pool wise, as well as obviously the potential to just keep that sustaining so you can just wander around and get as much mines up as possible. As it feels like Rasta.A are already hemmed in quite hard, as they could just go for next row Shad again after, obviously they've still got the Aegis, but I'm talking if they feel like they can't take any next fight, they could just sit back, farm up, feel relaxed, try and choke Jackie Dota out, and when he comes to take the fight, you try and get the kills off them. What's your favourite drink and why is it Coke? So at least they're having a nice, pleasant conversation.
It's very civil Dota.
Yeah, well,
For now.
UK Dota's never civil Dota. It's... I don't know how to describe it, actually.
I think it basically gets covered up by the fact that you basically sum up UK Dota by the fact they have microphone issues and it's because it's muted. That is UK Dota.
Actually, yeah, that's a pretty great summary. I'll give you that much. So hopefully nobody's got lost on their way back from the bathroom and we will see the continuation of this game. Or not, one of the two. Okay, cool, they are going to go. Right, nice. Alrighty.
Double damage.
So, yeah, as we were talking about, they could still go in and just continue to do this. Okay, we'll go in, force fortification, fortification with pop, tech is going to walk forward, get a landmine off. It's hard to get him out at the moment because obviously you've got the Disruptor's Glimpse, you've got the Blink Stomp, you've got Puck ready to come in with Dream Coil. So you probably only get one landmine off for it. Obviously, again, Naga Siren, unfortunately, will pop the stasis there, and still, well, actually doesn't get any last hits. Now, Hood of Defiance up onto the center. If he can get a pipe, that will help negate some of their damage. The smoke is coming around, and if they can get an opportunity to get a catch, no one's really that far out, and they are just staying back. Obviously, they have vision up, so they know if there's any movements through, and it's quite suspicious that all 5 people are missing on the map, and they know that Roshan's down as well. So, BW is going to continue to just push in here, bot. And there's the counter wards. So again, just trying to get rid of their vision. There's observable there. BW can't get around past the ice shards. So they will just block him off for an extra second or so. This tower incredibly low now, 250 HP. The Pyges is ready to come in a landmine, just pop in stasis so they've got that potential to run away. And it's actually going to be dupes with the Aghanims ult. They just finished it off, songs come through, they have used the Stampede as well. Really necessary to use both, I'm not sure, but let's see if it pays off. Static Storm, use onto Winter Wyvern, catches off dupes. Dupes will go down, but oh my word, the damage from BW with the Ulma as well as the Veil. Focus them down, Centaur goes down. There's the remote mine magic damage increase from that Rook. Needs to run away, and that's the fireman wipe. Only person with a buyback is Jackie Doe, who doesn't have a song and has got nothing to take this fight. All 5 of Choker still standing. We're looking at a second Rax being taken 26 minutes into this game. We said, can they get the time for Jackie Doe to get into the game? The answer is going to be no.
Yeah, this is easily a second Rax, and they can go for tier 4s probably. They're already forced to buy back, but I don't know what it's going to do. They're going to have to wait at least 14 seconds for some backup.
This is, yeah, like, he's brought back. But what can he do? He cannot do anything. I can see obviously the frustration there, where it's just that he's brought back, and yeah, even the Parley Jesus is questioning him. He's just like, what's going on? And they will just take a second Rax and head back as everyone else is coming up now. There's your Blink Dagger on 2 people. Actually, glimpses BW back, so he's got nowhere to go. He will die here unless there's a Snowball into a save, and will not be able to grab BW, but they just kill Rook instead. Never mind, they're turning this into getting some kills. Stun onto 2. But there's a Yules, which catches Nepali's able to come in, tries to get his only landmine there, and Disruptor will throw down the kinetic field, which doesn't matter as Day TP's away. No, another glimpse. They keep TP'ing in range of the Disruptor. Disruptor keeps saying, what are you doing? Static Storm wasted, wants to get a punch off, unfortunately still in it. That's going to be the gem given back to them though. So that's something from this.
The gem is good. It's great that they've got that back, and they've been able to pick up a couple of kills, but they sacrifice so much, and they just... not a good trade.
Yeah, Vlad's now up on Dusk as well. Yeah, as you said, not the best of trades. So Kariat will fly around here. And picks up the Vitality booster for Jackie. It really feels like he needs 2 or 3 items before he could be looking at trying to take the next fight with them, because you can't even go in for split push. He doesn't have his boots of travel, and they've got like tier 1s up at this point. They're looking at threatening the last tier 2 into the last racks for megas. It's a hard knock life.
It is a horrible position to be in, and even just the fact that 2 lanes now hold less farm for Jackie. Due to the reduction of money for super melees.
Yeah, Jackie's got to just see if he can clear these lanes out as best he can. I guess at least they got the Naga to try and deal with these lanes to the best of their ability. 688 HP onto this tier 2. And they are ready to finish it off. With the blink on Wind Ranger as well. So how did that... Right, we talk about the fight bot, the infamous fight bot. That was the Stampede. They used Song as well. It came out, and they were all just ready for it. The static... what did his Zoe actually hit? It was only the Winter Wyvern, wasn't it? And obviously, yeah, you didn't want to get the Winter's Curse, but...
He did get it, but they threw the kinetic field down, and he wasn't in it, so he was able just to walk out and still do damage to the enemy.
Ice shards fly out through the creeps, and they will just go back their own way as they continue to go for this. Sigil will scout out the puck, but Ice Shards connect on, force him to use. There we go, they will try and go in. Has the punch available? Can he finish off the puck? No, he can't. Yes, he can with the power shot. When his curse was used, maybe unneeded because the power shot looked like it's going to hit anyway. Stampede's in, gets the stomp off onto the Parley Jesus. Finger, then used, but that doesn't matter anyway. Day's dead, but that shouldn't be too bad. BW
Did use his ults. They are all just going to back out, try and reset the fight and come back in for the pull. But by this point, this tier 3 could be going down. And Dupes is just happy to focus fire and just get this building going. Tier 3, say goodbye. Rook gets the start off, does hit on to Dupes. And the Rook is able to just get back. No, another power shot finishes him off. And this is looking at Megas now. They've got nothing left. And Jackie is just trying to make his way back to the pool, send out illusions. The illusions are killed. He's got 35 seconds to that in. This is going to be Megas 30 minutes into the game. Choke have choked out Rasta.A. And there's nothing left here. GG, well played.
The Dire now have mega creeps.
Any last thoughts there, Quest?
It's just watching the parley walk into the fountain and die.
Oh, I see.
No, it was very well done by them. They recognised they needed to end it relatively early. They managed to keep decent momentum with the Techies and the Tusk down bottom. They didn't let Jackie get too farmed. They cut him off whenever they could. It was very well played all round.
Very true. I felt that after that fight, and obviously they lost 2 racks, it was near enough impossible for them to come back. Obviously Jackie brought back, but at that point that didn't really matter because it was all looking very grim. They needed to take the next fight a lot better than that, and they needed more. So unfortunately Rasta.A will lose that game. So that is the last of the group stage games. We will have some elimination games coming up later. Let me just hello again. So yes, we will have some elimination games coming up later. I'm not sure when, so I'll remove the starting soon as I don't want to give you lies, although that's pretty much all I do. So we'll be taking a short break as we try and work out when the next game's starting. I imagine there will be a break for the players as well. So we'll try and put some sort of time frame up so you guys have some idea of what's going on. More than us, anyway. But yeah, I've been Russ, with me Quest Text.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be coming back shortly with more UK Dota.